Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Tua, the Dolphins in Foxborough. Big win. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only are you supporting the channel by becoming a member, but you also get even more Quarterback School content. So if you dig the channel, you love the way that I talk and teach ball, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, join, become a member. The link is in the video description. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. All right, the first one here, 3rd and 3. I love Tua's pocket movement right here. He's got to move up in the pocket just a tick, dip and rip that thing, find the flat, out for a first down. Just such a nice job. Polished pocket movement. We're getting spider cammed here, but you can see kind of the suddenness of this. So up, boom. Again, anytime I feel like you play the Patriots, they're always going to try to get that inside push on quarterbacks, especially little guys. Get it out there, find the open guy, easy first down. But it's easy because of Tua's movement. So I'm not going to pretend to tell you that I know what the hell this concept is. I have no idea what they're trying to do scheme-wise here. We'll go with this, and then we'll go with where the ball ends up going into the flat here. And it's kind of late. He actually throws up a mailbox hilariously for a flat. Looks like it's paired with some sort of hitch, choice, or stop up top. But man, the pocket movement to be able to hit that back foot, no panic. We're not bailing. We're just hanging up in there, eyes downfield, find a first down. Let's go. You're going to see all sorts of like 3 safety bullshit back here. Who knows what they're doing? It's just middle field closed. Freak out. You know, at the snap, who knows what coverage this is, right? Could be playing anybody in the Big 12 with that look. No panic. Whoop. Find the flat. They drop him. First down. Thank you very much. Just Tua playing at such a high level right now. Got such a great feel for the pocket as well right now. The pocket movement. Get it out. Outstanding. Next one here, we get the Tua RPO, this time going to the right. Normally they do this to the left. I think it's significantly harder footwork for Tua to do it to the right, but man, he makes it look easy, doesn't he? Watch this footwork. Flip, boom. Tyreek Hill has a great sense and feel for this thing. We're going to talk about this play a little bit here, and I want to preface this by saying I don't know how they read this thing. If I had to guess what they tell Tua is they can essentially say, hey, if you see these, if you feel these little fast motion into the wheel, really what it is I used to call it, I think on this channel, I used to call it post wheel flat. And I think that kind of does it a disservice. It's less post and more just like feel this slant area window with this rail kind of throw on the outside. Those are almost like you see it, throw it. And then the RPO element of, hey, we're going to read the conflict defender right here. That's much more of the flat element. So I feel like there's no way Tua can read the first level defender and read all 3 of these routes. I think he has the freedom to kind of pre-snap, at the snap, kind of feel this space. And that's why doing it to the right is so impressive. Because you can see he has to flip his hips. So he opens to the right, flips back to throw it. And again, Tyreek Hill does a great job of kind of settling in that space. You add that little fast exit motion, outside motion, man, and they do it to the right now. You know the Patriots practice all week them doing it only to the left. They come out all day and rip it to the right. I love it. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Completion to Hill. Nobody better right now in the league, maybe ever in the league, with using motion than the Miami Dolphins. They've got unbelievable speed on the perimeter, and they just decided we're going to use it even more pre-snap, and it's outstanding. The design, the ingenuity, the innovation, it's awesome, y'all. Straight up, it's awesome. I'm jealous I didn't think of it, if I'm being honest. But the idea here that you can also use it to Tua's skill set, so he's able to get it out quickly. You can see this time it goes across the ball, so across the ball, fast motion. He's going full speed at the snap. Just run a little hitch or stop. You can see how far off the corner is. I mean, the corner just backing up. Tua no hitches that thing, put it right on him. Again, third and medium, that's an easy conversion. We're creating easy first downs. It's the speed matched the precision, the anticipation, and the accuracy from Tua. Next one here, man, this is a thing of beauty. Capital A anticipation up top, y'all. Just world class. And I mean, the corner's got him leveraged. He's got him leveraged inside by a lot. But Tua's anticipation, I also love moving the launch point. We've got a free runner right in our face. It doesn't matter. Y'all, this thing is just a thing of beauty. I'll pause it right when he lets this thing go. But getting the anticipation like this, off play action with a free runner in your face, look at him throw it. Get out of here. It's awesome. I mean, say whatever you will about the guy, but this throw on whatever that is, glance, drift 8, whatever, versus this leverage, inside leverage. Now the guy's not looking at the quarterback with the free runner in your face. I mean, and drop an absolute seed right on him. I mean, it's fucking straight up awesome, man. It's awesome. I love watching it. I can't get enough of these type of throws. This is absolute precision. Play action, anticipation, strike. It's uncoverable. It is outstanding. The only way you cover that is to get up in the guy's face and jack him at the line of scrimmage. Again, getting the ball out quickly too, not taking hits, moving the launch point. All these things that you hear on this channel all the time, we're doing it perfectly here. Play action, move the launch point, throw with anticipation. Beautiful. Love it. Next one here, 2nd and 20. This is awesome design. We're going to run a tunnel screen to the new number 2, Waddle, off that crazy fast motion, going outside. It's world-class design, and it's really, really fun to watch. Again, we're going to fake that thing. You get the whole league is terrified of that motion right now. He's going 1,000 miles an hour outside. You can see just the design of this thing. Watch the motion. Okay, so we're going to have a conversation about this motion, but this motion from Hill, the number 2 down here to the bottom, full speed out, and then you snap it right as they're by each other, it jacks with all sorts of defensive rules and calls. How are you going to sort that out? Okay, now the other thing I want to talk about, and we're going to take a little hot second break here. Bring it in. Bring it in. No. Bring it in real tight. Yeah. I want to talk about this motion for a hot second. I threw it out there on social media, wanted to know exactly what they called this motion. And nobody seemed to know. Nobody seemed to really read the tweet because they told me what they would call it. We got all sorts of jokes. Hilarious. Okay, I get it. But I was really curious because I think this motion really has kind of become the kind of tip of the spear for what offense is doing right now as far as what elite offense is doing in the league. And so I was curious. I want to know what the hell they called it. So reached out to a handful of people, either working with the Dolphins, had connections at the Dolphins, some iteration connection where I thought I could actually get the answer. Didn't ask one person, asked a group of people, either to ask their people or themselves straight up, what do you call that motion that the Dolphins are doing right now where they have a bunch of people? For a long time, I felt like it was just Tyreek Hill. Not a long time. For the start of it, I thought it was just Hill. But now it's essentially anybody motioning outside in, not outside in, inside out, full speed, 1,000 miles an hour, right away. So it took a little bit of time. I ended up getting an answer. The answer was hilarious. So funny that I didn't feel comfortable sharing it right away. And so I held off and asked a few other people, hey, can you follow up and just make sure this dude isn't messing with me with this name because the name is funny? And then in the meantime, before I could get confirmation back, one of my people was like, hey, don't share it. I don't, for whatever reason, that's just between you and I. And so, I said, hey, no problem. Not going to share it. What I'm not going to do, though, what I'm now going to do is maybe implore some other people, empower some people. Potentially, someone who has access to someone who might know, who could go ask and share it with the masses. Because I can confirm that I think it's funny. It might not be a great reflection on those people in the building that's what they're naming their stuff, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's more funny than bad. But if you have access to someone, potentially you're a beat reporter, or someone on the team, or someone that got cut, I don't know. There's any number of ways for us to find out together and for it not to come from me. But it deserves to be public because it is hilarious, because it will make it even more seared into your brain what it does and what it means to this offense and what it does to defenses nowadays. So that is your kind of break in the action here. If you've got access to being able to figure this out, so ask somebody on the Dolphins, see what they say. And if it's funny and you need a confirmation, you can ask me. But I'm not going to be the one to put it out there what it is, because when it comes out what it is, and it continues to be this much of a force in the league, it didn't come back to me. All right? This is the video evidence, not coming from me. All right? Let's get back to the video. All right, so watching that motion again, widen the defense, get the tunnel screen to Waddle. Waddle showing off his speed. Really everything except finishing that thing in the end zone. Pretty awesome. I really love the motion, man. I love how quick and connected it is to how Tua can get the snap count off, get the big guys getting out there, blocking people, making plays. So close to being a massive play. Look at Tyreek Hill here at the end. He's like, yeah, that's on me, dog. I should have helped you out. If I could have held that block just a tick longer, if I could block the corner, I don't know, Tyreek Hill, get out there and block the corner, dog. Why are you looking around? Block the corner. We know it's on you. Just keep being fast right now. Next one here, 3rd and 7. We're going to take a shot up top. It's there. The ball's just severely underthrown. Now, he might have got a, bull wet thumb here. But to me here, this ball just comes off and it's yards underthrown. The reality is that at this point, you got to say that this is a pattern for Tua on some level. Okay, don't freak the hell out. I will say, for my money, Tua could help himself. I don't think he doesn't have the arm strength. I don't think it's the strongest arm in the league or even above average. But I think he can make this throw. My thing about it is he unnecessarily makes it difficult on himself here by no hitching. He takes 3 no hitch. Just take a shuffle or 3 and a hitch and throw it. You don't need to no hitch it. I will say, just personal preference for me, I prefer the ball being underthrown versus a foul ball, meaning an overthrow. Give your guy a shot. It just can't be this underthrown. Like, it can't be at the feet. It's got to be like underthrown, like slow you down, not underthrown skip. And so first, let's just watch the drop. And so you see the no hitch element. See how he doesn't hitch into it? Just take 3 and hitch. It's one-on-one. You can throw it out there, put that thing on the 50, and it's a touchdown. So just an interesting choice of footwork here connected to that route. The only reason I would ever throw no hitch go here is if you're getting zeroed and you don't want to take a shot. We're blocked up. We can take a hitch and throw that thing. It's a bummer. Next one here, 85 seconds left, second quarter. We're going to rip a glance up top. Again, just world-class anticipation. Y'all, when I tell you that I love this drop, watch the one step, boom, all his cleats in the ground. Y'all, thank you. It's outstanding. I would classify this as more glancy up top, but look when he lets this thing go. Separate right there. I mean, it's awesome. Now, whether this is like true drift post or glance, and the reason I say the difference is, to me, this is like slant. One step would be dart. Drift post is more like tweener-ish, which this kind of is. And glance is usually off like a certain number of steps, and it's usually actually a little bit higher. So you've got all these different options. When he goes one step here, to me, I just love the base that he's able to play with. He's ready to go. He's not waiting. There's no like lollygag in his drop. It's sudden catch. One step. Whoom. I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's awesome. I love it. Nobody better playing with accuracy and anticipation in the league right now. Just beautiful job. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, great way to support the channel, get even more Quarterback School content. Link is in the video description. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics. We've got RPOs, tempos, pass protection, how to beat every single coverage is the best-selling course, and then we have an entire course that is an offensive system available. So if you enjoy how I talk and teach ball, you will love the courses. The link is in the video description. Get over there and enroll. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 29 seconds left, second quarter, 2-minute situation. We're in empty. Get that fast out motion again. This is a double move to the bottom for me on like a reverse whip. And really, it's a hell of a play, hell of a catch. I actually think Tyreek Hill kind of screws this play because I don't think he goes as hard as he could. Tua, might be a tick late just because it looks like he takes his eyes down. But if you watch Tyreek Hill here in motion, you tell me if that's 100 miles an hour. Like, I think he stops. And when he stops, it allows that DB over him to go make this play. So what should be a crazy fast, full speed motion and just blow the top off of this thing should take this DB, whoever's on top of that, out of the play. He doesn't, and that DB then can go make a play on what is a really cool route. I'm going to call this like a little arrow, return, whip, whatever you want to call it. And normally you come out of it flat. But here they take this thing and almost make it a double move back down the field. So it's a really cool job. It should be a touchdown. I think Tua kind of gets caught in a little bit of no man's land with his eyes down, and then all of a sudden sees it and throws it. But really this play isn't a touchdown because Tyreek Hill just doesn't go as hard as he probably should. You be the judge. I'm not going to be the effort police. I'm just going to point out what's on the film. And again, watch Tua's eyes here. So he's looking right. Now he's down. Now maybe it might not be down. It might be looking to somewhere else, but there's no one over the ball. So, and then we're back up. We see it. We flick it. And of course, we throw a strike. Same 2-minute series. This time 1st and 2. Again, the out motion down here to the bottom. Fast. Hit Tyreek Hill on a little stick route. So kind of does him dirty, if I'm being honest. Kind of causes the first one to not be a touchdown. Then they come with a hot touchdown right here. Really nice job. Again, how many different ways can you use fast motion, this fast outbreaking exit, whatever you want to call it. Find out what it's called. Motion this way, boom. And then you just kind of run out here with a little stick route. This ends up being a clear. So just different creative ways to use speed and put all sorts of stress on a defense. I love it. Boom. And we've got a free runner right in our face. This probably should be a big duel by the right tackle. We'll see exactly what it looks like here. 73, for my money, probably should be down on 48. And maybe he thinks he's coming from depth here. But that probably should be a big duel where 73 slams the door on the inside B gap right there for my money. Either way, touchdown. The Tua RPO again, this time again to the right, again with that fast exit, outside breaking motion. This time we hit the rail. So last time we hit Tyreek Hill. This time we hit the rail. Again, the way that Tua is able to now do this play to the right as well, just as easily as to the left with his hips. You got to flip your hips, flip on him. And again, now, I don't know how you would read that post snap. It's kind of like he catches it and looks right out there to just see the space. It's almost like it's a different type of RPO. It's less conflict defender centric and more space centric. So he sees it and plays it. I love it. I'm just not sure how replicable it is for everybody to be able to do this kind of stuff and have that kind of feel, space, timing, and quick release. Next one, 2nd and 10. Go ball down here to the bottom. Now, this ball is still slightly underthrown, but Waddle goes up and makes a contested catch. It's not as underthrown as the previous one. Again, the footwork to me is not my favorite. It's kind of like hybridish, but then he doesn't hitch or reset. So he makes life more difficult on himself than I think he has to. I feel like he could get more into these throws if he just took a shuffle and a hitch, as opposed to me, he's taking a shuffle and a sink, like he sinks on that back hip. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's better than the opposite of like being like up on your toes or like leaning to one side or being too wide. But again, that ball, that's a really fast guy at the bottom. And we are, to me, it's better than a foul ball, long ball, but it's certainly not a strike. And it's just one of these things where the Tua deep ball continues to be a thing. And I mean, this is, I know we're splitting hairs here as far as it's a big completion. I just think long term, this is not the best way to throw these types of balls to generate all the power that you want. And you're just making life difficult on yourself. Just get into it, take a hitch or a reset, and get something on it. The Tua RPO again, this time to the left. So post wheel flat. To me, Waddle doesn't do himself any favors. And I'll talk about exactly what I'm talking about compared to what we saw with Hill earlier. He kind of runs through the hole. So again, I don't know how they coach it, but I can just tell you from how Waddle reacts there when he touches his chest and says, yeah, my bad, to how Hill did this earlier where he came up and just kind of settled here. There's no reason to run kind of through the hole out over here, make this thing more difficult on yourself. And then you get that, again, fast outward going motion, which would be cool to know the name of and share. That's the rail. And then on the backside, we've got that slide, sneak, hide flat coming across. All that paired with inside zone. It's an awesome play, man. It's an awesome play, and nobody does it better than Tua. Now dressed up with this motion. Whoa. Again, it still hits him in the damn chest. You can tell now whether he's saying my bad, like I should have caught it, or my bad on the route. Watch 17 right here. After this thing, he's like, yeah, my bad, yeah. I know. But I'm saying that it's more the route than the drop. If he just keeps it a little bit more vertical, don't run through the hole. That doesn't hit you in the back shoulder. That hits you right in the face. So just being on the same page all the time. Next one here, Tua RPO again. 3 times as nice, 4 times as better. This time to the rail. Again, the ability to see this thing, again, to his right. They practiced all week to the left. Just a great job, man. I can't get over how well he sees this play, this feel. So the post isn't there, but the rail is. And just the adjustment to motion, when you add this motion to it, you've got to get width. You don't get width, you can just throw it out there. Protect him, body him up. It's just such an awesome play. And at some point, teams are going to start overplaying it, and then the run is going to be there, and you're going to get a big hit. So just out, the tempo of it, it's outstanding. I love it. This next one is the interception. This is a tough one. They're using that motion, trying to create a shot down the field. I don't think it's ever there. I think Tua must have just said, hey, he's down there somewhere. Nothing about this play says that this is going to be there. This is an example of just kind of predetermining what you're trying to do here with like the crazy look off and just chucking it. To my money, the ball should probably go to the back and the check down up top. Again, you can really see Tua's helmet. It's almost like he thinks he's looking someone off. He's not really looking someone off. That DB type up top is in the half field and way the hell off. He's way off. He might turn his hips inside, and it's a nice baseball turn and go really nice high point. But he's never threatened vertically, even with that fast guy at 10 running at you. So you can just look at Tua's helmet. See him looking to the right? There's no one to look off. The DB is deep. So we get together, we gallop into this thing, full heel click, and chuck it like we're from the warning track. It gets probably caught with a gust, and then he makes a hell of a play. That's a hell of a play against what I consider one of the better contested catch wide receivers in the league. Tip your hat. Next time just check it down. Next one here, I put this on here because this is just such an outstanding block from the right guard that I had to do it. It's not going to turn into guard school, so don't freak out. But man, this is awesome. This is how you get just an awesome reputation in the league, being able to A-block this thing on the backside, right guard and center combo up. That is wrecking shop. So for me, this is a really cool play. This is, I want to say I've never seen it done quite like this before. I'm sure it's been done before. But to me here, this is just inside zone. So we're coming down. It's got what I'm used to calling split flow action. So we're going to get split flow with the motion. He's going to take the edge, and then you almost get like this added player of like a zone insert. So it's like double split flow. It's not like counter or anything where we're pulling these people for specific guys. It looks like it's not gap centric. This is what I'm used to calling an A block on the backside. So the run is to the left, right? So the run is over here, inside zone. This backside zone combination to me is called an A block. So these two in the A gap, looking for vertical movement. So we're going to move this guy, and then wherever the guy that they're going to, this linebacker, wherever he comes off of, if you're to that side, you're going to come off and blunt him up. So in a perfect world, you get significant movement backwards, and then you come up and cover up the second guy at the second level. And it doesn't get better than this job right here by the right guard. It's outstanding, man. With this little like added layer of the double split flow. 81 doesn't even have anybody to block. But that right guard, man, boom, come back. I mean, that is outstanding. That's awesome, man. And the back does a nice job being patient and hitting that thing vertically, and then it's to the house. That is awesome. Let's go. So that is a wrap. The Dolphins offense is so fun right now. I love the way that they're using motion. I also love the way that Tua's been playing. Looks really comfortable, looks really good with all those anticipation shots, the accuracy. Again, the deep ball thing, at this point, it's a thing. I think Tua could help himself by the drops that he's using just to get a hitch or reset and not throw those things no hitch so often to those fast guys on the perimeter. You take away that interception, what Tua is doing with that specific Tua RPO, man, and the motions. Just so much fun to watch. I love watching this Miami offense right now, hoping that Tua continues to find a way to stay healthy. I love the way that he's getting the ball out of his hands as well. They're doing so many fun things. Excited to see more and more as the year unfolds. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.